Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Understand Life Science. This is your educator Saria Tabassum. So today we are going to cover about plant disease triangle. So plant disease triangle is a fundamental concept in plant pathology. It includes three main components, that is host itself, it means the plant, and the second one is pathogen, and third one is environmental conditions. So the host which is present, the a plant, it should be susceptible plant. So what do you mean by susceptible? The meaning of susceptible is the plant which can get infected by virus, bacteria, or any of this. The opposite word to susceptible is resistance. And the plants which are resistant, which are capable of not getting infected by the microorganisms, are resistance. So the plants which are susceptible can get infected by the microorganism easily. So those are called as susceptible. And for susceptibility of a plant, genes will be responsible. Some susceptible genes will be responsible for that. And next comes our pathogen. It should be virulent. It should able to cause the disease. And then next comes environmental conditions. It should be favorable. It should be favorable to the microorganism, to the pathogen. The pathogen is the correct word. So it can get, it should get infected. So it should affect the plant. So this is the disease triangle, as you can see. So this disease triangle, why we are calling it as a triangle? Because three elements are present here, or the components. So along with the three, a disease can occur. Absence of any one of the component causes the disease not to occur. So here we can see the red, blue, and yellow colored elements here. So blue is susceptible host, red is pathogen, and yellow is favorable environment. So even though susceptible host is present, if favorable environment is not present, or any favorable pathogen is not present, even then disease is not going to affect the plant. So here in the above diagram, out of these blue, yellow, and red, and even one more color, white is present. That is the only part where all the three are present, and then disease is able to infect the plant. And next comes the environmental conditions. It should be favorable to all these three, the pathogen. So all togetherly these three combinedly causes a disease. So this, because of this we call it as disease triangle. So next comes the component. The first component here, it is host. So in detail, if I explain about the host plant should be weak enough. It should not be, its resistance should be very low, so that the pathogen should able to infect or attack the plant. And few factors are involved here, as genetic makeup, that is few genes are responsible to get infected. Some physiological state, like the plant can be in the juvenile stage, it means at very young age plant doesn't have that capacity to get resistance over a disease. So these are the kind of conditions. And one of the example, as we can see, is Oryza sativa. So rice plant, that is paddy. So rice variety is susceptible to bacterial leaf blight. So in that picture we can see, the leaf is having blight, and even the grains are also got infected. So by the bacteria Xanthomonas oryzae. As oryzae is a crop plant, it doesn't mean all the crop plants are susceptible to Xanthomonas oryzae, but here our Oryza sativa plant is susceptible. So easily Xanthomonas oryzae can attack this plant. So the next second component is pathogen. So here pathogen is virulent. It will be invading, so it will be able to succeed, and it will be able to develop its growth, so in the tissues of the host plant. So, with the help of some toxins, it will be releasing some toxins, some effector proteins in the host plant, and make the defense mechanism of the host very weak, so that it should not able to grow, and then it should able to invade. One of the example is Phytophthora infestans. So that is causing late blight in potato. The third component is environment. So environmental conditions like temperature, humidity, rainfall, soil conditions. So all of them plays a very important role. Even though here high humidity it favors the role to grow fungal and bacterial growth in at high rates. So example, here in the picture we can see powdery mildew developing on the dry and warm conditions on the leaf we can see, and as well in the pathogen, the another diagram Phytophthora potato leaf has developed blight. So next comes here tetrahedron pyramid. So till now here I have explained that the disease pathogen disease is a triangle, because where host, pathogen and environmental conditions were playing an important role. After some period of time, scientists have even came to know about that another two other components are playing important role for causing a disease. So the other two components which have been included here are, first one is time and the second one is human environmental host. So as you can see in the tetrahedron pyramid, time and human activity have been involved. So the triangle now became as a tetrahedron pyramid. So the new components which have been included in tetrahedron pyramid, from a triangle it got converted into tetrahedron pyramid, is time. Right? Why time has been included? So the time when probability is more of get a vector getting appearance and getting infected to the plant. So the next component is human effect. Here, human effect doesn't mean anthropological effect. Here, human is not creating any pollution, but the human affects in various ways, like plant growth, their level of resistance, time of planting. If the humans are planting not in a proper environmental conditions, when environmental conditions are favorable to the pathogen growth and the density of plants, if their humans are not growing the plants in a good number and in a very less number, so it's very difficult to the plant to get survive from the pathogen. And it also depends upon the area the human is choosing to grow the plants. If the area is not good, so there is more probability and more chances of getting pathogen attack to the plants. So after the tetrahedron pyramid, next comes resistance of the plant. So the resistance is of here of few different types. First one is the horizontal resistance. Here, horizontal resistance means the host plant can be resistant to all different types of pathogens like bacteria, viruses. So it has more capacity, and it is safe from getting infected by the bacteria and viruses, all different types of microorganisms. So this is the one kind of resistance, that is horizontal. Second type is vertical resistance. So here the plant is able to protect itself and have resistance only to one kind of pathogen, either bacteria or viruses. Next comes general resistance, so which already plant acquired it. So there are two types of general resistance. First is local acquired resistance. It means resistance at the site of pathogen attack only. So at the local area, whereas synthetic acquired resistance is a broad sense, so all the defense mechanism will get activated. Defense mechanism where hypersensitivity 1, 2, 3, 4 get activated, and different types of proteins, toxins get released by the host plant. So next comes resistance through elicitors. So apart from local acquired resistance, horizontal, vertical resistance, synthetic resistance, apart from these four, one more type of resistance is through elicitors, where directly plant releases elicitors. Here where the signal pathway get activated, and release of chemical signals takes place, where because of the host plant get contact with the pathogen, and antibody production will get released in the plants, so in the form of phytoallergen. Next comes applications. So there are mainly three applications. First one is disease prediction and prevention. So with the help of disease triangle and tetrahedron pyramid, we will be able to guess what kind of disease can be caused to a plant and how can the prevention can be done. So as prevention is better than cure, prevention should be done before the plant get infected. Second is the IDM, that is integrated disease management. Once the plant get infected by the pathogen, all kind of management should be done to manage the disease. Then the last one is breeding resistant varieties. By selecting the disease-resistant crops or plants, one can get rid of the diseased pathogens and susceptible plants. So this can be happen by genetic improvement. So nowadays more technologies have been developed, like using vectors, hybridization, genetic engineering of different plants like soya bean, corn maize, golden rice, and BT cotton are some of the examples.